Where do things stand right now with the Packers as you and I are talking, Ian?
They are awaiting Aaron Rodgers' decision. And I know Rodgers is being criticized in some places about taking a long time. On the other hand, I get it because it is a very, very interesting and complicated decision for Aaron Rodgers. And, you know, it's does he go back to the Green Bay Packers? Does he ask the team to work out a trade with him for somewhere? And I believe that somewhere seems the most likely somewhere would be the Denver Broncos, which is, you know, honestly the same sort of place it has been for some time. And then, you know, if you're Rodgers, some of this is going to be, you know, if he is going to stay with the Packers, he wants them to be able to run it back and bring all the guys back. And that's one reason why he stayed 3 or 4 extra days with Matt LaFleur after the season to do some long-term and short-term planning. But it all kind of wraps up into one, and it is a very complicated situation for the Packers.
Well, so we can guess who the guys are he wants to run it back with, right? I mean, we're
Yeah, I mean, one of them is the best receiver in football.
Right, and there's a franchise tag day tomorrow. So
right.
that is something that I guess it's all happening at once in Green Bay right now.
I mean, hopefully, you know, he doesn't have to tell the Packers anything. Right? I mean, he has to eventually, but he doesn't have to tell them anything by tomorrow. The thought was that he would do it by tomorrow, though, so they know what they need to do with Davante Adams. The other side of things are like, it sort of doesn't matter because, you know, presumably they're going to tag him anyway, Adams I'm talking about,
right?
Because he is the best receiver in football, and if you're a team, you'd prefer to have a great receiver on your team than to play for another team. So, you know, it's not like he actually needs to let them know. It's just that's when everyone thought there would be a decision. So as someone who would prefer to know what Aaron Rodgers is doing, I also would like him to make a decision, but he has not asked me for my input.
I understand that. Now, we say here on this show, Ian, that in the parlance of our business, a franchise tag is either applied or slapped on a player based on the way the player receives that franchise tag. That would be a slap. Right. That would be a slap for Davante Adams, right?
That would be a slap. I think that's fair to say. And consider the history here. You know, they were talking about a long-term deal during last offseason, really through, I think it was through the start of training camp, right? Because I had a report that I think was around late July. I can't remember when it was. But anyway, it was sometime during training camp where Davante Adams angrily cut off talks with the Packers and has not actually resumed long-term contract extension talks yet. He would like a long-term deal. He wants to be the highest-paid receiver in the NFL, as he should, given his talent level. But the problem is the DeAndre Hopkins deal is a weird one. Remember, it was a short-term extension, but it was $27 million in new money per year, and it has, in a way, become like a stumbling block for receivers because if you want to be the highest-paid, you got to eclipse that. But that number is so high that it's made it a really complicated deal to do, and they haven't gotten anywhere as far as doing it.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.